Hello, everyone. This is a continuation of the 2016 Cleveland Indians 14-game winning streak. Well, yes, I understand if those have not watched the video, the Indians lost game one, but I'm just going to continue playing through. The second game of a three-game series against the White Sox pits small game James Shields against Danny Salazar. All right, and leading off for the White Sox is the shortstop Tim Anderson. Now remember, I'm playing in advanced rules and not super advanced. And Anderson leads off the game, swing and a miss, strike three. And here is Adam Eaton. And gets hit right on the arm, and he takes his base. Let's see. They will hold Eaton on, but he will not be going anywhere. And here is Jose Abreu, first baseman. And that's high ball four, so first and second with one out. And here's Melky Cabrera. Ground ball to first. That is for Santana. Get the charts out. 4 and a 15. Ooh, just out of range. Or 13, yeah. E13, he will need a 7, 8, 10, or 12 to make the play. And a 6 is a one base error. So Santana bobbles it and can't make the play. And the bases are loaded with one out. And that'll bring up Todd Frazier. And that's a leaner, and we will re-roll. Ground ball to short. Let's see, 14 in range for a shortstop. Yes, it is. So right to Lindor. On to second for one. On to first, double play. And that will end the inning, and the White Sox blow a golden opportunity. Go to the bottom of the first. White Sox nothing. Indians coming to bat. And leading off is Carlos Santana. And 3-9, swing and a miss, strike three. So Santana goes down on strikes. And here is Jason Kipnis. And we were not playing the correction, so that's just a fly ball to center. 2 down. And here is Francisco Lindor. And that's just a fly ball left field. Coming in is Melky, and that'll retire the side. 1 complete, no score. And here's Salazar. He will face Deoner Navarro, the catcher. High pop-up, left side of the infield. Kipnis, and that's the first out. Here's Brett Laurie. And that's high ball four. So Danny Salazar having a Danny Salazar type of day. Here's Avisail Garcia. Swing and a miss, strike three. And that'll bring up J.B. Shuck, the 9th place batter. 2 outs and a runner on first. And they are not going to hold Laurie on. And against the lefty, that's just outside ball four. So Salazar has walked 2 this inning. And they'll bring it back to the top of the order, Tim Anderson. Base hit to left. Let's see here. They were not holding Laurie on. So 15 plus 2 is 17. Ramirez is a 0, so they'll send him. The throw to the plate is not in time. So White Sox get out to a 1-0 lead. And here is Adam Eaton, runners on first and second. And that's ball 4. Wow. Bases are loaded. And here is Jose Abreu. And that's a ground ball to Lindor, and that will retire the side. So it's a 1 and a 4, and that's easily within range. So the White Sox get on the board, 1-0, going to the bottom of the second. And here is Mike Napoli, the designated hitter. Six forward to the shortstop. That's any shortstop in the 19 is a good play. So Anderson gets it, and that'll be the first out. And here is Jose Ramirez. 5-6 batting lefty. That's a line drive that'll get down. That'll get cut off, and Ramirez is in with a single. Let's see here. What's the deduction for an ace stealer? I think it's -2. Okay, so he is... Sorry, I should know my advanced rules a little bit better. So 1 to 13, 1 to 14. They're going to hold him on. They probably won't let him take off now. All right, here's Juan Uribe. That is a catcher X. Navarro is a 4 and a 12. That is out of range. He is an E8. So we will need a 7 to 10 to make the play. And that's a 4. And let me see. 8 and a 4. He picks it up, bobbles it, and everybody is safe. They will call an error on Navarro, and that puts runners on first and second. And here's Alani Chisenhall, the right fielder. And that's a ground ball to second. Laurie over to Anderson, onto Abreu, double play. So that'll end the bottom half of the second. White Sox still lead 1-0. And here is Melky Cabrera. Ground ball to third. Uribe easily gets it, and that'll be the first out. And here is Todd Frazier. And that's another walk. That's 5 walks already for Salazar. And here is Deandre Navarro. Against the lefty, that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So 2 down here in the top of the third. And Laurie with a ground ball to short, and that'll retire the side. Going bottom of the third, the White Sox still lead 1-0. And now batting the catcher, Yan Gomes. Ground ball to short. Anderson gets it, and that's 1 away. And here's Tyler Naquin, the center fielder. And that's a line drive that'll get down, and the Indians have a 1-out base runner. And here is Carlos Santana. And against a left-handed batter, that's a line drive, and that'll get down into right field. And Naquin will stop at second. And here is, with Eaton's arm, we're going to hold. Jason Kipnis, runners on first and second with 1 out. Ground ball to third. Frazier, 3 and a 15. This could be another inning double play. No! He gets to it, knocks it down. Only play is to first. And everybody moves up a base. But there are 2 outs, and here is Francisco Lindor. And that's high, ball 4, so the bases are loaded for Mike Napoli. And Indians fans are starting to cheer a little bit louder. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So the Indians leave them loaded. We go to the top half of the 4th. 1-0 White Sox. It's James Shields living on the edge. Here's Danny Salazar. He'll face Avisail Garcia. Struck out his first time up. And that's a base hit to right field. And the White Sox have a leadoff runner aboard. They will not hold him on. And here is J.B. Shuck. Ground ball to second on to Lindor 1. The return is not in time. And Shuck replaces Garcia at first. They will not hold him on. And I'll bring up top of the order. Tim Anderson singled his last time up. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So 2 down here in the top of the 4th. And here is Adam Eaton. And that's a fly ball to right. Under it is Chisenhall, and that'll retire the side. White Sox leave 1. We go to the bottom of the 4th, 1-0 White Sox. And here's Ramirez. Lefty, high fly ball, deep right field. Going back on it is Eaton, and it is gone. Home run, Jose Ramirez. And that will tie the game at 1. And here is Juan Uribe. Second baseman is Laurie, a 3 and a 3. That just squeaks through, base hit. So Uribe's on for the second time today. And here is Lonnie Chisenhall, the right fielder. He grounded into a double play his last time up. And that's a ground ball to the shortstop. Anderson, 3 and a 3. That'll get through. So, just getting into center field, Uribe will move up 90 feet. And here is Yan Gomes. Fly ball to center field. Shuck. And that's 1 away. And here's Tyler Naquin. Fly ball center field. Shuck, 4 and a 2. That's not going to be pretty. That'll get over his head into the wall. In from second hitting third, Uribe will score easily. And Chisenhall goes to third as the Indians take a 2-1 lead here in the 4th inning as they're finally figuring out James Shields. And here is Carlos Santana. And that's low, ball 4. So runners on first and actually bases loaded here for Jason Kipnis. And Dan Jennings is going to be loosening in the pen. That's outside, ball 4, and that'll walk in a run. And manager's wondering how much longer he can let him go. With 1 out and 3 runs in and bases loaded. And here's Francisco Lindor. And against the lefty, that's another walk. And that'll walk in another run. Oh, boy. I guess we'll go with sort of the super advanced rule where if they give up 5 in an inning, they're tired. So he will at least wait to see what happens the rest of the inning. Here's Mike Napoli. Struck out his last time up. And that's to the center fielder, Shuck. A 10 is out of range, so we'll go with the E6. And an E6 means that he has to roll a 6 to 10. And that's a 6, but that's deep enough that Santana tags and scores. And that's 5 in the inning for the Indians. Now, we won't play the 5 in an inning and he's tired, but they may try to let him get out of the inning and then call it a day. And here's Jose Ramirez, homer to start the inning. So the Indians have batted around. To the shortstop, Anderson, that's out of range, I'm guessing. Yep. So the 11 is out of range. He is an E24. 7 to 10, and he'll get to it. Nope. One base error. And I think they're going to call it here. Dan Jennings is going to be called in and try to get the last out here in the 4th. And here's Juan Uribe. And that's a ground ball to short. Comes up with it is Anderson, and that'll retire the side. The Indians leave them loaded, but they get 5. And now going to the top of the 5th, Indians lead 5 to 1. And here is Jose Abreu. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Salazar, good start here to the 5th. And here is Melky Cabrera. Ooh, that'll get down and hit the wall. And Naquin gets it, fires in, but not until Cabrera reaches second. And a one-out double for the White Sox. And here's Todd Frazier. And fly ball, that'll get over Naquin's head and into third, and scoring is Cabrera. And the White Sox now trail 5 to 2. And the Indians will get Tommy Hunter loosening in the pen. And here's Yonder Navarro, 0 for 2 on the day. And make that 0 for 3, swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's the first out of the inning. And here is Brett Laurie. 5-5. That's a swing and a miss, strike 3. And here is Avisail Garcia. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Good thing we're not playing super advanced, or else that would have been a base hit. But in regular advanced, that's a strikeout. So Salazar will probably be done, facing 26 batters in 5 innings. They will get Tommy Hunter will be loosening. Okay, and Jennings will come out. He'll pitch after he got the final out in the previous inning. Actually, that's a 1 for the White Sox. All right, here's Lonnie Chisenhall. Lead off the bottom of the 5th. 4-3 fly ball center field. Racing in is Shuck, and he makes the catch. And here is Yan Gomes. 6 base hit right up the middle. So Gomes reaches, and here is Tyler Naquin. 2 for 2 on the day with a single and a double. Fly ball to left. Going back a couple of steps is Cabrera. That's 2 away. And here is Carlos Santana for 6 against a righty base hit center field. Gomes will stay at second. And here is Jason Kipnis. And that's a fly ball, and that goes off the wall. Hitting third and scoring is Gomes, and stopping at third is Santana. And that's a RBI for Kipnis. And the White Sox will have Michael Yanoa loosening in the pen as Jennings is almost tired. Here's Lindor. And yeah, they'll take him out. Base hit center field. In to score from third is Santana. Rounding third and scoring is Kipnis. And that'll be it for Dan Jennings. And here is Michael Yanoa. As he got the first two out, he got 2 outs and then hasn't been able to shut anybody down since. And here is Mike Napoli. Line drive right to Frazier, and that will retire the side. The Indians get 3 and now lead at 8-2. And Salazar will come out. They'll have Tommy Hunter come in the game. Okay, so and he will face J.B. Shuck. Ground ball just past the diving Carlos Santana. And that's a leadoff single. 1-17, it was a 17, so just got past him. And here's Tim Anderson. 4-7 high, ball 4. And here is Adam Eaton. Six lefty swing and a miss, strike 3. So he's not tired yet. If he gives up one more hit or walk, he will be. And here is Jose Abreu. 4-7 against a righty. That's a walk, and he is now tired. So any dots now will be single 2 stars and not the desired results. Dan Otero is loosening in the pen. Ground ball to third. Uribe, that's out of range. And he is an E18. So he will need a 7-10. And that's a 7. Ground ball third. Great play by Uribe. On to second for 1. On to first, double play. Hold on. I gotta get this thing to write better. So Hunter gets out of the inning. Does not give up a run. The White Sox strand a golden opportunity. And let's see here. Yanoa will come out. He will face the Ramirez, Uribe, and Chisenhall. And the Indians will get Dan Otero loosening. He will come out for the 7th. All right, here's the pitch to Ramirez, and that's a line drive to Anderson, and that's 1 away. And here's Juan Uribe. And that's in the gap, and that'll get all the way to the wall. And Uribe hits second, and he's got himself a 2-for-4 day. And here is Lonnie Chisenhall. Base hit center field. Uribe hits third. He will score. And it is now 9-2 Indians. Chisenhall is an RBI single. And here is Yan Gomes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's Tyler Naquin. And Naquin rips a line drive base hit. And that'll get cut off in the gap. Chisenhall hits second and will go to third. And the Indians have runners on the corners with 2 outs. And here is Carlos Santana. Okay, he's not tired because he will now start his point of weakness after the 3rd out he recorded. And that's a base hit right field. In to score is Chisenhall. Naquin will stop at second. And the White Sox will get more action. Zach Putnam is going to be loosening. And here is Jason Kipnis. Ground ball right back to the mound. Yanoa over to first, and that'll retire the side. The Indians get 2 more. And after 6 complete, 10-2 Indians. Putnam will be coming into the game to start the bottom of the 7th. Dan Otero will start the top of the 7th for the Indians. Okay. Okay. So here is Otero. All right, Todd Frazier will lead off, and he is 1 for 2 on the day with a double and a walk. And it's a ground ball right back to the mound. That's going to be in the air range. Well, actually, since he's an E0 and there's no thing, he gets off the mound, gets a hold of it, throws, and got him. So, and here is Gianna Navarro. Ground ball to second. Kipnis easily gets it, and that'll be the 2nd out. And here is Brett Laurie. Ground ball to third. Uribe gets it, and that'll retire the side. We go to the bottom half of the 7th. Stretch time. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get backwards. Root for the Indians. Hey, you don't want it to shame. It's 1, 2, 3 strikes. You're out the old ball game. Okay, so Zach Putnam will come into the game for the White Sox. It's a 3rd reliever of the day. And he will face Francisco Lindor, coming to bat for the 5th time today. Okay, 2-10 base hit. And Lindor is on base for the 4th time today, 2 for 3 with 2 walks. And here's Mike Napoli, 0 for 3 with a sacrifice fly. And against a righty, ground ball, base hit past the second baseman, Laurie. And the first 2 have reached for the Indians here in the bottom of the 7th. And here is Jose Ramirez. 5-10 to the shortstop, Anderson. It's a 7 in range. It is. He is a 3, so that's a ground ball. Anderson to second for 1, but the return throw is not in time. Lindor goes to third. And here's Juan Uribe. And there is 1 out, so that's a fly ball. Center field deep, but playable. Chuck makes the catch, but scoring from third is Lindor. And it's now a 11-2 ball game. And here is Lonnie Chisenhall. So second out of the inning. And that's a base hit to left field. Stomping at second is Ramirez. Big enough lead, they're just going to go station to station. And Putnam is officially tired, but they'll leave him in to try to, they don't waste the bullpen. All right, here's Yan Gomes. And Gomes with a fly ball, deep left field, but not deep enough. Cabrera under it, and that will retire the side. The Indians get one, and Terry Francona is going to make some defensive changes. Jose Ramirez will move from left field to third base. And then coming into play left field is Michael Martinez. And he will take over Uribe's spot in the order. And everything else is going to be okay, I think. Okay. That's done for the day. All right, so Otero will come out for the 8th. They'll let him pitch 2 innings today. Excuse me. Here's Avisail Garcia. Ground ball to second in the hole. Kipnis gets it, throws in time. And here is J.B. Shuck. High pop right side of the infield. Lindor, and that's 2 down. And here is Tim Anderson. Whoops, foul ball. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So Dan Otero has pitched 2 wonderful innings. And he will have a seat. Zach McAllister is loosening in the pen. And the White Sox will get Nate Jones will come into the game to pitch the bottom of the 8th. And the White Sox will now make some defensive changes. Jason Coates will come in and play left field for Melky Cabrera. Okay. So Melky will sit for the rest of the day. And then I think it's the only change we'll make right now. Okay. All right, so Nate Jones will now come into the game for the White Sox. And he will face Tyler Naquin in an 11-2 ball game. And here's Naquin facing Nate Jones. Ground ball to second. The Laurie on to first, one away. And here is Carlos Santana. He is 3 for 4 on the day with a walk. And 5-5 against the lefty. That's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So Nate Jones might be the only successful reliever today for the White Sox. And kept this swing and a miss, strike 3. So 1-2-3 inning for the White Sox. We go to the 9th. Indians lead 11-2. And Zach McAllister is going to come in and try to finish off the 9th. And he will face Eaton, Abreu, and Coates. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So McAllister gets Eaton on strikes. And here is Jose Abreu. Base hit left field. So Abreu gets the White Sox a base runner. And here's Jason Coates. 3-10 ground ball second. Kipnis to second for 1. On to first. Not in time. Oh. So. As the Indians usually play final countdown when there are 2 outs in the 9th. And here's Todd Frazier. Last hope for the White Sox. And that's a 5, and that's a line drive past the third baseman. And the White Sox keep on going here in the 9th. And here is Deandre Navarro, the catcher. And that's a base hit center field. In to score from third, running third and heading home is Coates. And hitting second and going to third is Frazier. And McAllister is tired, but they only need 1 more out, and they're up 11-3. Base hit center field. And so it's now 11-4. Brian Shaw is loosening in the pen. Here's Avisail Garcia. 4-7, and that's an 11 line drive right to Ramirez, and that'll end the game. Final score from Progressive Field. The White Sox get 2, but not enough. The Indians win 11-4. All right, so the Indians busted out in the middle 3 innings to break this game open. And so Salazar goes 5 and gets the win. And that's it for this game. All right, so for those of you following the channel, I will only be playing the next series for the Rockies replay is against the Giants. I will only play the last game of the series because the matchups were similar to the last time that I played. So you'll be getting one of those games. So probably the next video will be that final game of the series, then a recap video of the previous 2 series, and then another Indians game series. All right, thank you for watching. If you like what you see, please hit the like button. And if you're watching for the first time, thank you. If you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon. You'll be notified of any new videos. And whatever games you are playing at this time, may your games be lively and your games be good. Have a good night, everybody.